Let me know you're out there. Good night, Boulder. Let me know. Get some noise. Noise. Come on. All right, this is my presentation. Asking girls out and making movies. Couple things I picked up in film school. We're not talking about technical aspects. That's what Google is for. Dean's List, right here. Good question. I don't have a good answer for that. All right, as friendly Englishman Simon Pegg will tell you, it's really easy to make movies, and it's also really easy to ask out girls. They're very simple, objective tasks. Write, shoot, edit, or hey, would you like to get a cup of coffee sometime? What that doesn't mean is that it's super easy to fail. Have we seen a movie called Justin to Kelly? Have we seen this movie out there? That is an example of a terrible failure that kills artistic dreams. Yeah, that is it. It was so earnest, it really was. In any case, you can't let these failures really get in your way. So just an example from my life. Really cute girl I was talking to for a couple of different weeks. All I wanted to say was 8 words. Do you want to go to a movie with me? So I practiced them a couple times. I got ready to go, check my phone on the time, do my thing. When the moment actually comes, though, it's movies, sometime, groceries. Despite the failures that we have, we cannot give up at all. And that's not what we're trying to do because we cannot let this happen again. This is a terrible example of narrative filmmaking, and the protagonist brooded pensively for the better part of a millennia before falling in love with a high schooler. If that's your kind of style, go for it. In any case, I'd prefer we look like this. This is the Karate. It's a fantastic example of narrative filmmaking. It has Ralph Macchio in it as the protagonist, and Ray Esposito's You're the Best Around on the soundtrack. So let me be your Mr. Miyagi. Let me be your sensei. I'm just Japanese enough to make this work by like 1%. So let me be your Mr. Miyagi for sure. We're gonna learn 2 unrelated things that are gonna teach you a lesson. The wax on, wax off of filmmaking, if you will. So, lesson number 1, people always know when you're faking it. When you're writing films, you have to be earnest. And when you're directing films, you have to be earnest and honest to yourself. Otherwise, it's gonna play off as bad. When you're asking somebody out, if you're nervous, be nervous. If you're anxious, be anxious. Just be yourself. Because you are not and may never be James Bond, so don't pretend to be. Never.
He'll shoot your ear off.
He will shoot your ear off, that's absolutely right. In any case, these movies have gigantic budgets. Fantastically huge budgets, great special effects. They have Daniel Craig. Big Daniel Craig audience, I guess. Your first movies are not gonna have this kind of budget. Don't shoot for the stars in that regard. Do your best with the resources you have. Ultimately, if you make an earnest film that costs you about 20 or 30 bucks, it's gonna be awesome. As an example, if you're Mr. Bean, be Mr. Bean. We love you for that. Anything else is just a cheap knockoff. He made like a James Bond spoof and it was terrible. In any case, just be yourself when you're making films. All right, next lesson. Use your friends / assemble your team, but you don't need to dress quite that well. In any case, you have this tremendous resource in your life, and it's your friends and their family. It's the people you can count on. So when you're making movies, you're trying to ask people out, lean on that resource. It's something you have accessible to you. Have your sidekicks in place. On a film set, these are called production assistants. They're there to move boxes, hold microphones, look at monitors. When you're dating someone, if the girl has some friends who maybe aren't so cute, the sidekick is there to talk to those friends. All right. Also, it's a little dark, but have your wingman. This is from Top Gun. Your wingman on the film set is the assistant director. He is there to make sure you get the job done, you stay on time. When you're out in the bars and you're trying to date, your wingman is, well, a wingman. These are your drunk friends. Right here. That's not from a movie, those are just actually my drunk friends. All right, your drunk friends are gonna be there to help you with whatever you need, especially when they're intoxicated. They're gonna be really willing to be film extras. So put them on your sets, give them lots of booze. All right, something to expect. You are going to fail, not unlike the Empire. When you fail, it's not a huge deal. Pick yourself back up, dust yourself off. You're gonna be all right. It's called a what? You're gonna do great, I promise, after you fail. Because when you do it right, it's gonna feel fantastic. Moment for Pixar's Wall-E. Aww. After those failures, you're gonna learn something just like Wall-E, and you're gonna end up really happy with either the products of your films or the people you end up dating, as long as you kind of follow that honesty rule. So, in the words of poet-philosopher Ferris Bueller, look around you. Life moves pretty fast. So if you see someone cute in the audience tonight, don't hesitate, why not? Have some fun. And really enjoy those moments that you're having out there. So I do have one personal final plea. Ladies, if you're interested in a guy and you think he's interested in you, just fucking ask him out. It is the 21st century. Christ. He is pulling out his hair wondering how he's gonna do this, folks. So, has nothing to do with filmmaking, that last point. All right, thank you.